Hey everybody, this is Dust for Dusted on Gaming with Mono Red Phoenix. So episode 3 of Arclight Phoenix Exterior and Modern, match number 5. As a friendly reminder, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, giving us a thumbs up, and leaving constructive comments down below. So, what is Mono Red Phoenix? If you're not familiar with the Mono Red version, it's basically an amalgamation of Burn and the Izzet lists. You have Soulscar Mage and Swift Spear to apply early pressure to your opponent. A bunch of burn spells in the form of Spike, Bolt, Skewer the Critics, and Gut Shot to pressure your opponent or remove blockers. Then Archlight Phoenix and Bedlam Reveler to give you a little bit of resiliency slash late game that burn sometimes is lacking. You have Manamorphose and Lay Up the Stage to cycle through your deck. Lay Up the Stage is divination on its own that lasts through the end of the next turn, or the spectacle cost can be basically a draw to. Sometimes you flip an Arclight or a Reveler, but that's a risk you take. Manamorphose helps to, your triple spell turns for your Arclight Phoenix, reduce the cost of Bedlam Reveler, and just overall lower the card quantity in the deck to about 56. Faithless Looting allows you to cycle through the deck. If you're flooding out, allows you to pitch Arclight Phoenixes to get back on your 3 spell turns. And beyond that, Gut Shot helps function against the low to the ground ramp decks. Things with Arborel, things with Noble Hierarch, things with Birds of Paradise. There's a lot of 1 toughness creatures in Modern. Even things like Dark Confidant. Lava Spike obviously goes to the face. Lightning Bolt, probably the best red spell in Modern, and Skewer the Critics basically under most circumstances is Chain Lightning. So. With that said, let's hop into match number 5. While we're doing that, let's talk about the sideboard. Surgical Extraction for graveyard decks. Dredge obviously kind of on the rise again. Can come against things like Storm. Can come in the Izzet mirror match. If you want to take care of Arclight Phoenixes permanently, although I wouldn't advise that. Running Volley can deal with usually the mirror match. Things in the ice, Crackling Drakes, Terramanders. Can also come in against Storm, against things like Goblin Electromancer and Goblin Electromancer and Baral. Abrade, pretty good against anything with 3 toughness. Also Shatter Effects, which was relevant in our last match against the Hardened Scales deck. Blood Moon can come in against a variety of decks, anything with a 3-color greedy mana base, anything like Tron, Amulet Titan, Escape Shift. And then 4 copies of Dragon's Claw for the mono red mirrors, burn decks, goblins, the actual mono red Phoenix mirror, a little bit of a life buffer, gives you a chance in some of those racing situations. You could conceivably bring it in against humans and such, but I think that might be a little too cute. Cards that I might consider moving forward, I guess we'll get to that after the match, but things like Lightning Axe, things like Anger of the Gods, those kind of cards might be relevant. What does this hand do? So, if we had a Faithless Looting, this hand would be fantastic, but we have 3 spells we can't cast, 3 spells that are kind of eh, so I think unfortunately this is a mulligan. This hand's a little bit better, potentially, Faithless Looting, definitely keeping that on top. Soulscar Mage, go. Actual burn mirror, it looks like. Nope. Looks like this might be the, Soldiers deck. It's either Red White Humans or the Soldiers deck that just did well at the Grand Prix. Trying to find some Phoenixes here. Faithless Looting. Champion of the Parish out of the way. Deal our opponent a lot of damage, but we did cycle through most of our hand there. turn, obviously, we can potentially connect for 9 damage. Yeah, this looks like the soldier's deck. Tie of Taker, huh? Feels like this is just going to be a jump blocker this turn. Oop. Oh, it just goes to 6. Alright. So we'll have to look up that soldier's deck here in a minute. See what this is. Brimas, huh? Let's pass here. Need to find a way to close out this game. Soldier, sure. I'll use Lieutenant. Alright. Awkward. May have actually cost us the game because of Soldier of the Pantheon's kind of weird ability. It's a lot of damage. Alright, so turn 5 win through all their nonsense. Yeah, running volley's pretty good in this matchup. Is Blood Moon good? So channel Fireball, Fireball, bum 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 bum. Alright, in the meantime, let's presume these running volleys are good. Let's presume this Abrade is fine. Let's see. So okay, it doesn't show the sideboard, but Lightning Bolt, Lightning Helix. Deck's a little bit vulnerable to Blood Moon. Needs a lot of white and only has like 3 basic planes. I don't think we want to be fighting that fight though. There's a lot of X1s in the deck. Cards are not good in this matchup. Probably the Lava Spikes. And then maybe shave a gut shot? Question mark. I think. Yeah, let's shave a gut shot for now. Pretty easy mulligan. This hand's fine-ish. Could run out of gas pretty quickly. Definitely not in the market for a 3rd land. Unfortunately, they have a bolt on one. Just pass, not using the mana. Bloodman might be pretty decent against them. So let's go ahead and attack, see if they offer a trade. Probably not. Go ahead and blow that up. We'll running volley for a Brimaz. Please be Brimaz. Sweet. Alright, Metamorphose. Trigger. Red. Gut shot. Running volley of that guy. Fortunately, our entire hand's now on the table. Alright. No reason to cast this Faithless Looting right now. Sure. Probably means you have another creature to play follow-up wise here, right? Alright, sure. Not unsurprising to see that, but it's whatever. Sure. Hit for... yeah. Interesting. See if they block with Thalia here. They do. It's 2 for 1 there with a bolt. They have enough things to do with 5 mana. That's kind of scary. Alright, Helix. Makes sense. With 1 card, 2 cards in hand now. Yeah, gonna be hard to win this race. It's pretty much going to be... and hit a bunch of lands, so I don't feel terrible for pitching those. But red-white soldiers is going to be the death of us, I think. So I could play Arclight Phoenix as a defender, but we're still dead, so kind of a disappointing ending, but we did get to kind of showcase the new red-white soldiers deck. So thoughts, definitely want to have like Searing Blaze or some type of those effects maybe in the sideboard for more creature-based matchups would be useful maybe. Or even Searing Blood as like a 2-for-1. Lava Axe as an additional way to get rid of these in creature matchups. There's a lot of different things you can do, even amongst the limited sideboard slots, but all the sideboard slots, made sense. They all came in various matchups, even if I think running volume might be a little too narrow. So the deck in question was this Boros Soldiers list. Field Marshals, Bree-Maws, Champion of the Parish, Kithian, Precinct Captain, Dahlia's Lieutenant. It's basically red-white humans with a ton of lords. Exception of Bree-Maws, obviously. You have utility in some Mutavaults. A little bit of reach with Lightning Bolt and Lightning Helix, and then Path to Exile out of the sideboard. So that was kind of the list we were playing against. But, so that is what we played against. 3-2 in the league, pretty solid. I want to thank everyone for tuning into this series so far. Hopefully you're liking it. We're definitely going to continuing with Arclight Phoenix and Burn decks here moving forward. This was match 5 of episode 3. Thank everybody for hanging out. This has been Dust for Dust Dawn Gaming. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.